peace, Gemini, and welcome aboard, Starseed. This is Starship 611, and I am Goddess J, your tour guide through the cosmos of consciousness. Together, we'll explore divine downloads, soul awakenings, and the truth of what the universe needs you to know right now. Buckle up, Buttercup, and let's ascend. What's up, Gemini? We're going to do something different today. We're going to work with the Isis Oracle. Been trying to figure out a way how to do it. So what I am going to do is make the full video. And you will be able to see the full video on YouTube, guys. On TikTok, I will put individually the cards. It'll be about 10-minute reads because we are going to be reading from the book. The questions that we're going to be answering is, what is the real issue for me right now on a spiritual level? And you got the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Okay, so we're dealing with negative things. Dark and negative things on a spiritual level right now. Should I? Yes, I'm going to go through all the questions. The next question is, how can I best heal that in my day-to-day life? And the card we got is Pillar of Light, Descent of the Star of Isis. What will the gift or outcome of this be? And we have healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises. Wow, love it. What is the biggest challenge or opportunity for me to get to the best outcome? And we have the Talisman of Potency, charging sacred objects of power. And the last question we got 2 cards for, actually. It is, what special guidance is there to help me resolve this the best way now? And we have initiation, spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. And the next one is stay true and be in your power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of divine authority, union. 303, as I said that, 303. I do feel an energy of Elegua. I don't know who, because we're all connected, right? So at some point, Elegua was one of these ancient Egyptian, I'm assuming, I don't know. They may have somebody who carries his characteristics, could be an ancestor of Elegua. Don't take anything that I say for facts, right? Do the research on your own, but we will get this party started. The brother of Isis. The brother in darkness, which I do believe is Isis's brother, Set. The question we are asking is, what is the real issue for me right now on a spiritual level? Isis does look kind of like distraught, kind of like a memory, an afterthought. The brother does look kind of more prominent, trying to exert authority. So overcoming negative energy with feminine power. I do want to be able to take a picture of this, so I'm going to hold it up a bit. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. The brother in darkness indicates that there is negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test, beloved initiate. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. This is a test that you are currently moving through because you are ready to progress more deeply into wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. This test is in disguise of negative energy source, either within you or apparently outside of you. In truth, we are all one, and the world is our mirror for whatever healing task lies within. Even though sometimes the source of difficulty appears to be external, rather than an opportunity for us to gain mastery with our own responses through inner healing. Guidance comes to you in this oracle now to become more conscious of the negative energies either within or directed towards you without being fearful. There is no need for fear. There is just need for more conscious, loving response. In the story of Isis, the destructive emotions of her dark brother Set led to the murder of her beloved Osiris. He did not stop there. He also attempted to destroy her beloved divine son child and deny him rightful rulership. Set teaches us that destructive emotions can gain awful power if we leave them unchecked and do not consciously respond to them. Isis teaches us that love, faith, persistence, courage, intelligence, and honest awareness can overcome even the darkest power. Your guidance is to rise above fear, anger, jealousy, or hatred within you or directed towards you now. This will require your feminine strength to be fiercely compassionate and not to judge or resist out of fear. Compassion is great strength. It sees the truth in all situations and does not pander to lies or deceptions in order to paint everything as nice. Compassion is wisdom. It knows that a wolf can cause harm even if it is dressed as a sheep. You are guided to be attentive and honest about negative influences within or directed towards you without judging them or their source or paying undue attention with fear. You simply need recognition and then to respond with compassion and clear, loving, firm boundary. This boundary will very often be an internal shift energetically for you. It may not require any further action than this. Listen to your heart and trust in your guidance. You are guided, however, to respond now and check the growth of any negativity if it becomes more consuming than it needs to be. This oracle also comes as a spiritual revelation. Part of your spiritual path is to honor the darkness as a way through a greater consciousness. To not fight against darker and potentially destructive emotions with force, but to allow them to be with compassion instantly removes the resistance that creates psychic glue and causes darker energies to get stuck within us. Trust your feminine values, whether man or woman, and do not believe for one moment that you are obliged to wear another's negativity for them. You are not. You may stand true in your purity of heart and be safe. If you do have negative energy rising within you, the same stands true. Have compassion and witness it, but don't believe that you have to identify with it. It is not you. It is just energy and feeling. Let it flow and it shall go. The ritual healing below will assist with releasing negative energies through feminine power. May you enjoy your growing mastery with such energies from a place of compassion, humility, and service to the light. in all beings. So I'm going to do separate video because she does speak in this book about light beings and why we are referred to and why unconditional love is so important. I'll make a separate video of that. Also, you guys, let me know in the comments if you are interested in any of these rituals, because all of the cards have rituals. I will say the incantation only because we're going to dispel this energy of the brother in darkness right now. Brother in darkness, you are loved fiercely and with compassion. There is nothing to fear or judge or resist, just acceptance, allowance, and being seen. From the light in my heart, now I see you. I do not judge. My response is compassion. I understand and I release you now. Be and flow, but from my energy field, you must now go. Without will or force, but through love and peace, all negativity from my field is now released. So mote it be, and so it is. All right, guys. So here we have it. We've got to battle this darkness with compassion. We are being spiritually attacked. We're going to move on to the next one. I think I'll clarify at least one or two cards, but let's move on to the next card. The next question is, how can I best heal that in my day-to-day life? Shall I? You know what? Before I move on, I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify. All right, what's the situation with this brother in darkness, this hatred, this jealousy, this negativity being sent our way? Why does it exist and why are we being tested? The Hangman. So it's a change in perspective. So they are trying to get us to see, as it did say, see ourselves and the situation in a different energy. And the energy is compassion. They're wanting us to have a bit compassion. Maybe a lot of us have been trying to control the situation because we're not trying to get hurt, right? So we could be being a bit controlling, a bit and if it's not you, it could be somebody in your energy, because I did get manipulation. Somebody who could be something of an authoritative figure. But this is, trying to control the energy of healing. It could be this brother in darkness who doesn't want to heal. This could be somebody who definitely did you dirty, could have left you out in the cold, made a foolish mistake and broke your heart. And they're wanting you to have compassion. This is a spiritual test. What else do we need to know? 7 of Cups. You're breaking an illusion, and this is what they want. They want you to break an illusion. The illusion is that you weren't chosen. That's an illusion. Why is it an illusion? Because you're always chosen. You're God's child. This brother in darkness is now experiencing their own pain. 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and is now needing to. So maybe this is also an energy of this brother in darkness trying to come back around, because they are leaving a situation here, trying to have some sort of communication with you, but I don't feel that you are speaking to this person or even wanting to speak to this person. Somebody could really be in recovery or needing your help. Somebody could be sick. This could be a backfire, guys, of their own energy. Yeah, they're feeling at a loss. And it's because they did not choose you. This brother in darkness could be wanting to come back around, changing his perspective here, seeing you as a healer. The sun, the moon, and the stars. Well, I didn't see the moon, but I did hear sun, moon, and stars. That's what this person feels like. You're their whole galaxy. They do want to heal something that, or yeah, they want to heal something or help you heal, or they want you to help them heal something that was exposed about the past here. They're very anxious, very nervous, very worried. I was gonna say sad. And it could be with this Five of Cups, somebody's definitely feeling sad, lost, broken. But they're also anxious and worried about coming forward and giving a new opportunity because you are guarded. All right. All right. So let's see. We must have compassion for this person coming back around. This person is unhealed. They are trying to avoid a situation. It is your spiritual test to handle this person with compassion, but to handle it. No more waiting, no more pausing. The more you pause, the more this energy is able to win. Win through illusion. Win through making you feel left out, sad, when it is this person's energy. Okay. The next question, how can I best heal that in my day-to-day life? And we have Pillar of Light. Let me just open up to the right page. Descent of the Star of Isis. Beings of light and divinity are calling you now. They wish to connect with you more strongly, and you are being guided to strengthen your energy field to allow more of the divine light that seeks you to flow through your body safely and into expression. So what can we do in our daily life? Speak to our ancestors, speak to our spirit team. Beloved initiate, you are called to allow more divine energy and light to emanate from your body to help build your light body so that the love and healing of the cosmic feminine energies of the Star of Isis can descend through you, offering healing light and assistance to humanity and setting your own heart and soul on fire with divine love and passion. Love that. It is suggested that you first build and strengthen your natural pillar of light within your energy body, like building a broadband cable, so that you can receive energy transmissions into your being more easily. Without such preparation, it would be like trying to run high voltage electricity through wires that were not equipped to handle it. Some fire and damage would occur, and the practice would not be safe or sensible. Sorry, I had to reread that. The pillar of light is the energy tube of pure white light that connects the soul star chakra above your head and the earth star chakra beneath your feet. The Star of Isis will descend from above your soul star chakra, pouring in grace, light, and healing power until it eventually flows like a river into your earth star chakra, blessing the earth through your body. The Star of Isis, also known as Sirius, rests in a state of bliss, joy, and has a soul presence of heart, great strength, and stunning spiritual light. This is the consciousness seeking to manifest more fully in service through you now, beloved initiate. You are becoming more and more ready to sustain such high vibrations. So we're being activated. If you pulled the Oracle of the Lady of Stars, did we? No, we didn't. As well, then you are encouraged to start this practice on a daily basis as soon as possible. There are higher frequencies waiting to connect more consciously with you for spiritual enlightenment, healing, and guidance, but you will need to prepare your energy field for the connection so that energy can flow without undue stress or strain on your body. Once you start this practice, you will get a sense of how often feels right for you. If you do it too often, perhaps more than once a day, you may feel lightheaded or ungrounded, too hot or cranky, hormonal or overheated inside, out of balance emotionally, and just not enjoying your practice. Moderation will lead you more quickly into success. It is recommended that you attempt this practice no more than once per day and for several minutes at a time, building up to however long feels right for you. As you grow, you will feel the light descending and the energy ascending more and more strongly into your physical body. At first, you may feel energy or you may not, and that is fine. The exercise will work, and your awareness of it at a conscious level will grow with practice. You will also find that, like a better internet connection, as you continue with the practice, your ability to be in conscious communication with your spiritual guidance to channel healing and other spiritual activities such as meditation will be stronger, clearer, and easier and more powerful. Remember to have mercy if you are then using these abilities with others. They may not be used to the degree of electricity that is coming through you, and you want to facilitate good, not cause harm to the person you are helping. Stay in your heart. Don't be attached to being powerful, and allow the Divine Lady Isis to manage the power that flows from you to another by asking for help in unconditional love. So what we can do is have this light poured through us. Lady Isis wants to help us. So it's an activation because we're being initiated. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers. Okay, what is the pillar of light? Why do we have to do the pillar of light? Ten of Wands. So you're stressed out, overwhelmed, and this is going to help you relieve the stress, see things clearly, put things down that don't belong to you. So you could be taking ownership of other people's energy, and that's definitely being told to us in this Brother of Darkness. Because you're an empath, this Emperor is throwing energy your way, and it's like come back to me spells. So this is like grounding. They want us to ground. They want us to get that power, right, from above, from source, God's source energy, pillar of light, so that this person cannot knock us off anymore. Eight of Wands, yes, because this person, you know, you may be hearing from this person soon. There may be some sort of communication, because I feel like this person can't get to you spiritually, so they need to come in physically. There was a judgment call here, and this person's finances may have been affected. And it could also be that they have seen you step into this this power financially. You're more grounded. It's wealth that's coming your way with that 10 of Pentacles. And this person can see it. But you also need to bring in that light, because you're in this judgment energy. Judgment is of higher vibrational frequency. Because you have to be vulnerable. Vulnerability only comes in when you're compassionate. Okay. 6 of Cups. It's this person from the past. I don't know if you guys were hearing me at all, but it is this person from the past that is going to want to come in, and you need that pillar of light. It is a soulmate connection. It is your test. And you need to protect yourself from this person, because this person is supposed to make you stuck. It's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to keep you in your head. That's this brother of darkness mission. Everybody has a mission. Your mission is to be dark, light. This person's mission is to be dark. When you were with this person, you experienced the darkness. So you were forged through the fire. You were forged through hell. And now you've ascended. You're not in hell anymore. And this person can see it, and he can smell it. He can smell the wealth. He can also smell the fact that you're not confused anymore. So this is like an energy vampire, incubus, succubus, whatever you want to call it, that you're needing to cut away from your life, because this person is very stressful. This is somebody who wants to keep you in your head, somebody who does not want to see you mentally stable. This person wants you riddled in fear and suppression. This person wants to suppress you. But this Queen of Swords can't be suppressed. She carries the sword of truth. So you could have told this person to go kick rocks, and now they're experiencing their justice. Their just due. So, and that is karmic justice, because like I said, judgment energy is high vibration and high vibrational energy. Okay. So what is this supposed to be doing? I think this is what that is asking. What will the gift or outcome of this be? And we have healing the divine masculine. All right, guys, sorry about that. So what will the gift or outcome be? Healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding. Even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and ability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. The inner masculine and inner feminine need each other. When they are in good inner relationship with us, we feel like healthy, whole human beings. We are able to live as ourselves in the world in a relatively peaceful, creative, and enjoyable way. When there is damage to the inner masculine, there is difficulty in standing up for our truths, in knowing that our truths and values and in knowing what our truths and values are, and in knowing how to protect them without feeling as though we have to fight constantly just to be allowed to be ourselves. We might also feel that unless others see things as we do, we have no power, and then have to fight to dominate others, manipulating them to our point of view. The inner masculine part of us often needs healing so that he can fulfill his divine purpose of inner strength, protection, and honoring of the self. This one's a bit long, guys. In all its uniqueness, so that we can live as free, strong individuals that know who they are and are happy to just love and be that person, and allow others to do the same. This will happen at any time. He is asked to hold even more consciousness, to hold permission and strength, to be even more of a unique self. The masculine and feminine within us need to be in balance with each other. There is no point having a powerful feminine with unique values and strong creative force without an equally strong masculine energy that is able to act upon those unique values, no matter what others may think, and take action to allow the creative force of the inner feminine to flow into form in the physical world. When your inner feminine is growing and desires to express her uniqueness in the world more boldly than ever before, the inner masculine needs to grow in self-belief, self-worth, and self-confidence, so that he may take action to allow the blossoming feminine to truly be in the world whilst feeling secure and safe. This oracle indicates your feminine self is blooming, and your masculine needs to be able to protect and honor her. Sometimes, just as Isis looked for Osiris to help put him back together when he was torn apart by hatred, fear, and jealousy of his dark brother Set, our feminine needs to help the masculine to heal, so he in turn can help her. Your masculine consciousness can be healed and grow stronger through his relationship to the inner feminine within you. By adjusting and healing our own views of masculine energy so that our feminine is no longer willing to experience masculine energy as violent, aggressive, unfeeling, or controlling, a healing shift begins. The divine inner feminine can then choose to relate to the divine inner masculine in a different way, to hold a different vision and different beliefs of who he is, what he can do, and what his purpose might be. She might choose to experience him as a tender, protective, strong, discerning, and stabilizing energy. What this looks like in our life experience is a change in how we are within ourselves and with others, in how we move and live and experience the world. We have more of a willingness to be kind to ourselves, to honor our feelings, and to not be bullied into stepping away from our truths by others or even by our own self-doubt or self-criticism. It is an inner commitment to love and honor to the self and an inner trust in this commitment. So when the feeling arises to try something new creatively or spiritually, for example, there is trust that this will be respected and acted upon, and it is. When the healing of this relationship begins to occur within us, our outer relationships also change and flow into healthier expression. We begin to feel protected and strong enough to take risks and live a bold, expressive, truthful, and creative life with more energy and passion. The oracle guides you to realize that your inner masculine could benefit from some restoration and healing after being ravaged by expectations that in order to be acceptable, he should never feel anything, that he should always be dominant, and that only the most violent and aggressive alpha masculine behaviors are to be respected. If you are already working on this aspect of your own healing, you are encouraged by this oracle that it is working and to stay within your process. You are encouraged to empower your masculine energy, seeing it as tender, protective, containing, strong, and aware. You are also encouraged to continually choose to let go of behaviors that cast the masculine as perpetrator or as dominating. Use your inner feminine courage, trust, and determination to avoid castrating the masculine by considering it weak, useless, and unnecessary. For healing to happen for both masculine and feminine, we must be prepared to let go of feelings of victimization, domination, disappointment, and dissatisfaction, and do the sometimes challenging inner work of learning to relate to the masculine and feminine energy with a complete different approach. This can be enough to set healing in motion. It takes persistence, determination, patience, and application for the damaged masculine within us and outside of us to be restored to glory. But with Isis to help us, great healing miracles are made possible. Once the masculine begins to gain strength and be empowered to express itself in a less cliched and more authentic way, we gain the wisdom and power of honoring our boundaries. We learn how to respect and be respectful without losing power or becoming servile. We learn how to serve others from a place of empowerment and peace, and we learn how to cut through manipulations and posturing in the world of relationships straight to the truth of the matter. Masculine and feminine energies can then do what they are ultimately destined to do, which is unite in love and create harmony, bliss, and peaceful fulfillment to inner wholeness. All right. I do want to do the invocation. Let's do that for the divine masculine. Man of power, man of fire, man who liberates heart's desire, man within and man without, man stronger than fear or doubt. Father, warrior, leader, lover, protector, hunter, teacher, brother, man divine, man of love, man of earth, man of heaven above. Your strength, my strength, your power, my power, your love, my love, integrity, honor, compassion, protection, tenderness, stability, passionate attention, man divine, man of love, man of earth, man of heaven above. I got chills with that one. I love that. All right, so we're healing the divine masculine. We have to defeat Set in our lives, and we defeat him through compassion. We bring down the pillar of light with Isis's help, Isis's healing power, which is going to allow this divine masculine to rise. The divine masculine within, and then also the divine masculine without, right? So let's see. We heal within and the relationships work on the outside. So what's going on with this gift, this outcome that we're going to be getting of the divine masculine rising? The divine masculine is stuck right now in their head. It's mental. It's not something that is literally happening in front of them. They're riddled with some sort of fear, domination, What were the other things that they said in the reading, right? They are definitely being tested. This brother Set is being tested to rise to the occasion. Because they're experiencing a karmic who's trying to tear everything down for them. It's a high priestess, though. This karmic is very powerful. She is a witch. But the Queen of Cups, right? Divine feminine energy. I love that. I love that. Because this talks about the healing and healing that resistance, healing that, yeah, I keep hearing resistance. So this masculine is resistant. Resisting arrest. This person wants to arrest the masculine. I can't make it up. Justice. So this person is, yeah, using fear, jealousy, insecurity, bitterness. What else do we need to know about the divine masculine rising? I can't make it up. The magician. So we're definitely dealing with magic here. I just heard, Harry, you are a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. This is you rising, collective. And as you do that, you are definitely healing the masculine. It's a complete cycle. It's 3 major arcana. The star, the fool, and the world. From the beginning to the end. Wow. The fool and the world. It's the bookends. You've completed a cycle. You've healed here. The divine masculine is rising. It's the outcome. Because we're needing to defeat this here. Defeat the magic. Defeat the spell, break the curse. Okay. What's the next question? What is the biggest challenge or opportunity for me to get the best outcome? And then we have the talisman potency. So using a talisman is gonna help fight this magic. Talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. Sacred tools and objects can become extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, and learning to bring physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as a part of your spiritual practice. Your love for the physical world of matter is a gift to the earth too. All right. You are guided to cleanse and charge sacred objects to empower your energy field and accomplish your spiritual mission now. These objects might be a wand, a chalice or sword, a bowl, or even a special tile with an image that you love, a statue, cloth with a beautiful design, a natural crystal or a black mirror, or a rock, shell, or a feather that you found waiting for you whilst out in nature one day. If finding a gift in nature, it is wise to ask the spirit of the earth if the item in question is intended for your healing work, and if you feel it is, then of course receive it with gratitude. If not, bless it and move on. The oracle is seeking to draw your awareness to your special ability to work with material objects to awaken spiritual light within them. The material world is filled with light, and our loving attention can help awaken light within form. In the same way that someone seeing the best in you, knowing what you are truly capable of, can help you reach your dreams and become the self more fully, so too can holding an awareness that just like our bodies, the material world holds its own light and benefits from love, attention, and care. This is the loving art of integrating spirit into matter, and it is part of your spiritual potency and healing gift to be able to love the physical world as an element of your spiritual journey. Objects become talisman when they are cleansed, dedicated, and charged with sacred intent. This is consecration, or the rendering of something into sacredness. Talismans are a way to enjoy spiritual relationship with the material world. It is not a matter of not being able to work without them, but more of an enjoyment and beauty of working with the material world in a spiritual way. This is also a way to help heal any difficult relationship that you may have had with your mother, your body, eating and food, or with financial or physical security. It can also include difficulties in bringing your ideas into physical form, living your path in a practical and material way, and any other issues that stem from a wounded relationship to matter. Somehow seeing it as less than spirit. What wonderful and very healing effects talisman can bring to us. It all starts with honoring of light in matter, the sacredness of the material world, the pillar of light. And it's no coincidence that they're kind of bookend this divine masculine, guys. So pillar of light, right? That's that meditative state where you're bringing in that light from your from above your star soul chakra, something like that. All the way down to your earth star chakra. And then the physical would be this talisman. Objects become talisman when they are, okay, I read that. If you have been considering working with crystals for healing, or tarot cards, or physical tools for spiritual growth, you are encouraged to do so by the Oracle of Talisman and Potency. They will help you grow and empower you. If you have an object in your space that you have been thinking of cleansing, perhaps a crystal or a piece of jewelry, this oracle encourages you to do so using breath, salt, moonlight, or sound as you choose. Remember that objects in the material world hold vibrations too. Cleansing with love and intention to dissipate negative energy is a way to care for the material world, helping awaken the light within. If you have been considering building sacred jewelry or purchasing a crystal or other healing tool, you are encouraged to do so and learn to work with it. The Oracle of Talisman of Potency supports you in honoring the physical world and its beauty in your life in this way. I just got a vision of somebody touching a flower and bringing it back to life. And that is the power that you have within to heal. And this is what they're showing you. How to touch, heal. How to use talismans to heal. I'm speaking to a healer. They're helping us tap into that magic. There's an incantation, but we don't have a sacred object to enchant. I said incant. All right, let's see. Tell me about this talisman of potency. What is that supposed to do for us? It's supposed to help us feel beautiful, powerful, connected to earth. It's a aesthetic way to do magic. The 5 of Wands. I can't make it up. Wands. So you might want to enchant a wand. If anybody is ever wondering how do you do so, well, when you go out into nature and let's say you see a branch, the branch should be from your wrist to your elbow. That is the size that the wand must be. Is it your wrist to your elbow? I'm wrong. From your middle finger to your elbow. That's what it is. It's your middle finger to your elbow. That's how long your wand should be. For you, for your, personalized for your body, your light body. Okay. All right, Spirit. So this talisman is supposed to help us heal conflict, or people like Seth that have anger and jealousy towards us. Heal ourselves. Also heal nature. Heal a competitive energy. Could be within as well. Chariot. It's going to help you move forward. A chariot could be a bit aggressive, but it's more like taking the reins, taking control. The seat of your soul. The seat of your soul. Your higher self, your oversoul. Taking control. So that's what you're going to allow, is for your oversoul to be able to take control here. When you use the magic. When you use the talisman. And it's needed because the divine masculine, either within or around you, is being attacked by magic. I can't make it up. The divine masculine and the divine feminine. Because if the divine masculine is being attacked, so is the divine feminine. They're using the moon cycles. Guys, and this goes beyond karmics' heads, all right? So we're not talking about karmics here. Karmics are not strong enough or smart enough to pull any of this off. This is an ancient curse that we're breaking. The King of Wands. Wow, with the Queen of Wands. Divine masculine, divine feminine stepping into their power. Whoa. They are the witchiest people in the entire deck. In union. Receiving balance. And you're going to have some energies that are going to be creating lies about this union. Lies about how you got together. Lies about what you claim to be. You're being advised to pull your energy. Preserve your energy. Because this is coming together. This King of Cups. There's a Tower moment coming. Yeah, there's somebody's going to have to go within. This King of Cups is going to be, somebody's in love with you, but you found your match. This King of Cups is going to be jealous. He's going to be talking a lot of stuff. I feel like this person could have breadcrumbed you at some point. Is definitely not somebody who's worth your time. And you realize this. But because you realize this, now you've set off some ancient curse. that already had a hold on you. You set it off when you broke away from this person. So now this ancient curse is like trying to reactivate itself. This person is trying to come back around to reactivate, wearing a mask. But you're being told to use a talisman to wheel this person away and their negative energy. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So what's the last question here? Yeah, see, this is definitely going to be too long for TikTok. We're going to go with the first one, intuition. What guidance is there to help me resolve this in the best way now, following your intuition? Oh, it's not intuition. It's initiation. Initiation. My bad. Initiation. Spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. When you are being spiritually initiated into the mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of deep challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge. The learning, growth, and or wisdom that can be summoned to turn the challenge into an opportunity for healing. Whilst the scorching heat of Ra seeks to burn through any resistance, the Lady Isis, with compassion and cleverness, will protect you from burning and instead enable you to be nourished and grow from the light of Ra. Let Isis help you pass the test of intense growth as you thrive with new life. For advanced aspirants on the path, initiation will occur at various stages. Sometimes your entire life will feel like an initiation. At other times, specific areas will be flowing easily, while others are deeply challenging. This oracle comes as confirmation that you are not needlessly suffering. If you can find the light within the struggles, tests, or challenge that face you now, you will experience breakthrough and healing. It is almost unbearable solar fire of Ra that can cleanse the soul of wounds, and the love, compassion, and intelligence of Isis that can temper the heat of Ra and stop it from burning and drying you out. Or else you would be left with nothing but emptiness, anger, bitterness, and despair in your heart. These are not meant to be the outcomes of life's challenges. Rather than losing love and hope through the challenges of life, the initiate understands all aspects of life are growth opportunities in various stages of disguise, waiting to be discovered. As an initiate, this oracle urges you to honor life as a gift and treat any challenge or pressure as a way for you to grow into a brighter and purer light capable of great spiritual service on this planet. The spiritual service includes growing an ability to be able to love freely and beyond limits, to love with courage and faith. In fact, initiation for you now, dear one, is an opening to new levels of power and peace, self-possession, and love. There are such sweet fruits waiting for you at the top of the tree you are currently climbing. It may seem as though you are in a barren land at times with little hope, nourishment, or encouragement. Yet your spiritual oasis is not far away. The Lady Isis of the power of Ra together are helping you grow. Stay focused on the lady and her love for you, and you shall pass through the desert of initiation unharmed and deeply transformed. Okay. Being initiated. Did we hear compassion again? But you are in service. I was trying to see where that little short list was, but all right, so we're being initiated. Stay true and be in your power. This one I think is a little bit long too. Stay true and be in your power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of divine authority. You are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within you. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being. Okay. So remember, you are a divine being. Stay true in your power because you are being initiated. Unconditional love and compassion. The flail and crook, often held by Osiris, are symbols, and this would be the flail and crook, what Isis is holding. Are symbols of divine royalty and dominion. These symbols remind us that within we hold great dominion, spiritual authority, and freedom to be the sovereign ruler of our own self. This does not mean that we have to control life or others or even the environment around us, but it does give us complete and utter choice to become as spiritually awake, free, and self-determined as we wish to be, as well as providing us with complete choices as to what our values and actions will be in this lifetime. There is no permission required from anyone apart from yourself to be and live your truth. There are many voices that will test you on the journey, from illusory shackles of fear, loss, or abandonment that may hold you back or tempt you into giving your power away to others. You shall awaken from the testing into the realization of spiritual independence within. So that's where we're going. We're going from the testing, the beginning. This was the darkness, right? The brother of darkness is testing us, and we're moving into that within, right? Independence within. Of course, there is more to spiritual authority than just recognizing that it lies within you. There are times when you must act on it, guard it, and protect it, which means recognizing when others seek to exert influence over you for their own reasons, or whether you are being manipulated out of your own authority, becoming blind to your own power of choice, and instead believing that things just are the way that they are, and you cannot question or query. Sometimes during such challenges, to wield the crook and flail, to exert one's own spiritual authority, requires you to stand your own ground and remain true to your knowing. This is not about achieving a certain outcome or attempting to control something or someone, or even forcing things to be as you wish they could be. Standing your ground means always telling yourself the truth and not selling out or giving away something that has genuine spiritual truth and meaning for you. It is not about making another see things the same way. It is about honoring your own truth, and your truth is wise enough to include compassion, then honoring the other even when the other disagrees with you or seeks to harm you out of their own fear. You do not have to challenge another in order to honor your truths and inner authority. If you feel that another has to agree with you in order for your authority to be intact, then it isn't genuine inner authority at all. The fact that you do not need to have an agreement of others in order to live an empowered life can be a liberating realization. Yet there are times when life can feel an assault against your truths, with many challenging you. For those souls who have come to master spiritual authority this lifetime, there is a test to remain true without becoming dogmatic, to honor what you know is true without minimizing, judging, or dismissing the truths of another that are different from yours, but just as true for them. You have the power to create and own your reality, and you don't need permission from anyone else to do this. Honor your spiritual sovereignty. Let the Lady Isis help you find your spiritual authority and freedom of choice now. If you have pulled the Queen of Heaven card as well as this one, you are guided to deeply question the power of external authority figures in your life, whether they be spiritual teachers, gurus, parents, or employers. These beings may be doing their best to help you, but it is up to you to find your own truths. These beings can be mirrors for your own awareness at best. You are guided to exercise care and discernment about any issue that feels like it is compromising yourself or personal power in such relationships. That issue is a soul healing trying to happen. Look within and see if you can grow through it in some way. There is much self-confidence trying to emerge from within you. Seeking to hand over any responsibility for your own well-being to another can be tricky and ultimately self-destructive path. Even though it may seem to start out as a relief of stress about some concern or other, this card also guides you to take responsibility for your health into your own hands too. Advice from health professionals and doctors can be helpful and sometimes can be mistaken. It is up to you to decide for yourself how you wish to work with your body. Don't be scared. Listen to the advice given by other professionals, but remember, your life is a spiritual gift. Don't be afraid to live in it your own way. Woo! Message. Standing in your truth, standing in your power, because you're being initiated, you're being tested, and your test is an initiation. Don't back down, stand in your truth. Allow the light of Isis, the pillar of light, to pour through you, and use the talisman to have the divine feminine or the divine masculine rise. Osiris is rising. That is the outcome. That is what's coming out of this. What was the question we asked with? Let me see that question again. What special guidance is there to help me resolve this in the best way now? Standing in your truth, standing in your power. That's your guidance. Tell me more about this guidance. Yeah, Empress. Oh my God. Divine masculine. Divine feminine. Wow. You have a lot of creative power within you that the divine masculine has to bring out, Empress. You're being initiated. You're being given the power within. Whether you need more confidence or less confidence. Whether you need whatever it is that you need, right? They're helping you. That pillar of light is going to help you. Put things to death that no longer serve your highest good. Things that you were not willing to see. That's why the pillar of light is there. It could be putting something to death with somebody you are no longer in contact with as well. But you are a twin flame. You are an empress. You're the divine feminine. There is a divine masculine within you, and you are uniting the two. You are being advised to face your fears here, Empress. Stand in your truth, stand in your power. This is a test. Past lives. I'm getting past lives. I'm getting subconscious. So you could be getting dreams about maybe some sort of creativity or how to deal with whatever situation you have in front of you. They're also wanting you to work with your dreams. Start writing down. Get a dream journal. Somebody said this brother of darkness definitely wants to cause illusions. Have you, Empress, in an illusionary state so that way the divine masculine within doesn't rise. You're being told that you need to guard yourself from this King of Swords. Or become the King of Swords and stand up for what you believe in. Cut this person out. Retract your energy. There is an energy of somebody loving, caring, wants to celebrate with you, may want to move in, may want marriage. This is not this brother of darkness. This is Osiris rising. I can't make it up. Osiris rising. You know, this is coming on the heels of not being chosen, feeling like you missed out on an opportunity. Somebody could have breadcrumbed you. You could have been breadcrumbing yourself. Let's be real. You could have been playing it small. But there's a new vision here, and your ships are coming in. There's somebody here. You can't see it because you have this brother of darkness here, this set that is trying to cause situations in your life, trying to cause drama. I can't make this shit up. But there's happiness. The moon, the sun, the stars. I told you. You're the galaxy to somebody here. And you do have the devil energy around you that you're needing to cut off, okay? This person broke your heart. This person could have left you out in the cold, could have retracted their energy, taken money back. I don't know what it was, but whatever this was, they left you out. They counted you out. This person got to go. But you got Osiris rising in your energy right now because you're doing the work within. Judgment Day, baby. You're doing the work within. I love this reading for you, collective. If you like the way that I read, please leave it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Become part of the family. I'd love to have you here. Let me know how you feel about the meditations to these, the incantations. If you guys want me to give them to you, leave it in the comments. And I'll put them up somehow for you, all right? I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Peace, blessings, and namaste. Put 1303 at the bottom. It's actually an hour, 13 minutes, and 3 seconds. But put 1303 in the comments if you lasted this long. I love you guys.